Hello, star seeds, beautiful souls, tarot lovers, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hourglass. It's me again. All right, so I mentioned in the Divine Masculine Energy update, today is the first day of spring. So let Mother Nature, let the season influence you or give you some type of guidance in your situation. It's all about growing. The leaves are coming back out, the green is here, fruits, flowers are being blossomed, they're coming out. All right, you guys, so we have Mercury in Pisces, and I believe it's going to last us for a little while, possibly going into April. Is it April 11th or something like that? I have to check that out. But we have Mercury in Pisces. So everything in life right now is not going to make logical sense. So try to embrace the magic life has to offer at this time. All right. Even if it's not going to make sense, even if it's not making any sense to you, that's just the energy right now. I hope my camera didn't fall off of my shirt there. Yeah. So the energy is going to be really sensitive, or it's going to bring out the sensitivity in you. Good humor, being very poetic, intuitive, imaginative, shy, reserved, all of that's going to be pulled out right now. So a lot of self-confidence is going to be lowered in the intellectual matters, and it's going to switch or elevate more in situations that pulling out the intuitive or imaginative level or side of yourself. Yes, so I do believe it's going to last until April 11th. Don't quote me on that. You may have to check that out for yourself. Always do your own research, all right? All right, so I want to see what's going to be revisited or what we're going to have to deal with in this new season, all right? This is a very darker deck, so if it's triggering you, keep in mind that it's part of your spiritual work. It's reminding you who the fuck you really are. So if you get triggered and it's too much for you, you could click off and come back at a later date or later time when you're more centered, or you could try another reader that fits your energy at this time, all right? So not all of the messages are going to resonate. Time and energy is fluid. This could be past, present, even future information or events. All right. So let's see, as a collective, as a community, what's going to be revisited. All right, beloved, tell us what's going to be revisited or what needs to be worked on. So it says Queen of my world. So some of you may be living in a bubble. Some of you may be very angered or bitter right now, and you're kind of closed off, or you feel like right now you are the ruler of your own domain. Some of you may have this kingdom mindset as well. But it's very cold, it's very rigid, it could be very standoffish. All right, so some of you may be dwelling in some type of regret. So I'm going to go into the book to get a little bit more detail. Readers should never feel any type of ways when you have to go reference into the guidebook, because it could have additional information or details that could help the viewer or the client or the person that's purchasing or reading additional information that may be needed. All right, so we have Queen of My World. This is a bargaining stage, and what that means, it could mean that even though you may have been angered or have some type of regret, it's subsiding right now because somebody's exhausted. Somebody doesn't have the strength to cope with some type of grief, some type of disappointment. But what's happening is, by postponing it, it's making it very severe, or it's becoming very urgent. And with all that red, at times, red not only means romantic or sexual, but it could also mean rage, anger as well, or being over passionate about a situation that may have stung or caused some type of hurt, harm, or damage. All right. So, yeah, by rejecting what we don't want to hear or don't want to deal with, we're accepting consequences as it is. And this could bring some type of depression when bargaining fails. So this is a bargaining card. So we have to be aware that whatever we are dealing with is not causing some type of deep sadness or causing some type of sorrow by us kind of like avoiding it. All right. So we may be afraid to deal with things head on, and this is why we're in this bubble. We feel like by distancing or closing off or isolating, we're bringing some type of balance, but it may be postponing some type of happiness as well, or some type of relief. So, you know, you may need to release some type of pent up emotions, could be regret, could be bitterness, whatever the case may be, because what's going to happen is going to fester inside. And you may be wearing a mask of indifference or coldness or detachment, but something else is festering inside. All right. So this card is coming out to let us know it's time to release that. All right. So it says, I set limits to my world. Inside, I am queen. Outside is lost. So don't get too caught up in detaching yourself or isolation, because again, it could fester some type of low energy that could cause pain. It could cause deep sorrow as well, and it could cause blockages in your chakras. So let's move on. That was a mouthful. What else do we need to surrender or surrender to as a collective? And trust me, I'm taking notes too, because I have a tendency to isolate, or, you know, tend to give people the cold shoulder when things are not going my way, and it tends to build up. And as a Libra, sometimes we don't like to rock the boat or cause a very mucky situation. So we tend to hold things inside. Now, I'm not speaking only to Libras or people that have Libra placements. I'm speaking to whoever is resonating, all right? Because I feel like most of you are sensing that all of these videos are just for Libra, the Libra community, when it's not. I'm just coming from a Libra's perspective. I'm coming from a more fair or seeking diplomacy or fairness or just, all right? So it's not all for Libras. All signs are welcome unless I put Libra in the title, all right? But I am dedicated to the Libra community, because I feel like Libras are the most misunderstood signs, because we're neither animal nor human, but we're a scale. We're the equilibrium of the zodiac. So I tend to feel like people misunderstand Libras, or they take advantage a lot. I don't know why I have the term Cancer in my mind. So maybe Cancers feel that way as well, or you may be a Cancer that's viewing. Hey, how you doing? All right, so let's see what we need to surrender or surrender to. Like I said, it was a mouthful before, and I really don't like to go into detail until all the cards are out, because sometimes I feel like I'm influencing those types of cards to come out in some freakish kind of way. All right, so let's see what's going on. What do we need to we have denial. So some of you truly need to release denial, because you're standing in your own way. All right, one more shuffle. Some of you are distancing yourself or isolating yourself because of the fear of intimacy. Some of you may feel like you have so much passion, you create drama. Or you scare people off by your intensity. So you just stay the queen of your own domain, and outside it's just like a total mess. But what you're doing, you're closing yourself off for anything that's deserving of you, or anything that could teach you additional wisdom or experience to be more of who you are. All right. So there's a need for balance or self-love, balance and self-love, so you could attract people that on that same frequency. Because when you practice healthy self-care or self-love, you attract those people that are willing to give you what you deserve, all right? But when you lack self-care or self-love, you attract a lot of people that are manipulating, that are emotionally unavailable and stuff like that, all right? Tell me more. What do we need to surrender or surrender to at this time, beloved? Or for the spring energy. So it says, surrender to your soul's path. It says, life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So some of you may be afraid to cross a bridge in your life, or you're afraid to follow the drumbeat of your heart. So you keep yourself in your own domain, isolated. Maybe you're afraid of the intensity that you feel within, and this blocks you from your soul's growth. It blocks you from experiencing or gaining additional wisdom to become more of who you truly are. All right, so maybe the beliefs that you're living by needs a little bit more tweaking. You need to update your playbook, people. It's almost like you're afraid of the unknown. Something is passing you by, or you feel like life is passing you by. Tell me more. What do we need to surrender or surrender to, beloved? So we have surrender your addictions, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, overworking. Take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace it with healthier alternatives. So you may be addicted to masking. I feel like it's your intensity, or I feel like it's your intensity that you're masking here. And it's like you need to refrain from being so addicted of maybe limiting yourself or taming yourself for some weird reason. I feel like whoever is viewing, it's not going to be for all of you. You have a history of scaring people off when you show them your intensity or your true selves. Maybe you're very highly intellectual, or you're a person that could read life's blueprints, and it kind of like wakes people out and they kind of get really quiet around you. And it may not be a good thing. They may be trying to learn from you, but you may be perceiving it as feeling outcast or something to that effect. So we have surrender to non-action. So some of you may be needing to clean up your diet. You maybe feel addicted to people, or you feel like you're fighting an addiction to a person because of sex. Some of you are heavily overworking yourself, and that's isolating you. It's blocking you from going out there and having more soul growth. So some of you are addicted to some type of safety or comfort zone, but it's not doing you any good. You may feel like you're very in control, or you feel content, but it's not doing you any good. We have now is a time to be still and not act. Simply breathe, focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So some of you may have to like really surrender the need to push someone or help somebody awaken here, and you have to let them do the work. While you work on your own energy, while you work on releasing your own addictions, while you work on surrendering to your soul's growth, having faith in the ethers. Maybe you think that you're trusting the ethers or you're abiding by the ethers, but you're not. You need to find some healthier alternatives as well. So things that could be blocking your intuition, or blocking, this could be addiction to fear as well, or addiction to isolation. It could be things like that, and it's blocking you from this soul growth. So going back to the queen of my world, it's like you may be limiting, you may be limiting yourself because of something that's festering inside that you find it hard to release. And again, this is blocking you from your soul's path. It's blocking you from experiencing other lessons and living in the moment to become more of who you are. So surrender to meditation, surrender to rest, or surrender from doing too much, controlling or ruling. Yeah, because Queen of My World talks about ruling inside of your own borders. You'll have your own laws, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you want people to be fearful of you, or you feel like people are fearful of you. So you turn to different addictions, working too much, over controlling, trust issues. So it says surrender unhealthy relationship is the overall energies. So again, you may be associating with a lot of unhealthy people, unavailable, emotionally unavailable people, and it's causing you a lot of regret. So it's almost like you're setting yourself up for failure, because it's like you're putting your trust, you're putting your time, your energy in people that you know are going to let you down. And that has something to do with some type of control mechanism. Maybe you're disconnected from your true emotions, your true intensity of who you are, and you are being attracted to unhealthy, emotionally unavailable people or toxic people as a way to cope. So it's like you're detached from who you truly are, your intensity, your passions, and you're latching on to people that reflect that same disconnect within you. But it feels content. It feels like you're in control, because it's limiting you from tapping into that intensity. I hope you guys follow along in that cycle that I just explained. I keep hearing embrace the unknown, embrace the beauty of the unknown. So you need to try new things to get new lessons or new moments. Hey, so it says let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others, to be surrounded by positive people. All right, so let's get some Lenormand. Tell me more. I'm going to clarify each card if I could. I'm going to clarify each card if I could. Tell me about surrender your soul, please. I just keep hearing the phrase, surrender to the beauty of the unknown. What is that talking about? You guys let me know, all right? Give me some, elaborate on that in the comment box, because I keep hearing it. Okay, so some of you may be involved in some type of karmic attachment where it's more focused on sex or addictions. So you're linking up with individuals. That was my chair, you guys. So you're hooking up with individuals that focus more on attachments, and it's not deep, soul deep, or it's not really, it doesn't have any substance. So it's triggering a lot of issues within yourself as well. But it's triggering you to deal with it. Like I said, it's part of your spiritual work if you're being triggered by something. It's up to you to find that out as well. So if you're in a relationship with a narcissistic person, or they carry those traits, the characteristics, they're very emotionally unavailable. Again, it's because it's reflecting the disconnect within yourself, that you're disconnected from some type of intensity of who you are. You're kind of like sheltering it or limiting it. So you're attracted to these people that's limiting to you as well. Some of you are dealing with abusers as well. And it's almost like you need to surrender that addiction or that attachment to them and find some people that's more healthier. We have a healthier alternative, and then we have, you need positive people, all right? So stop acting, stop putting in so much attention, resources, time, energy, and be still and work on your own self-care, your own self-love. I did mention that. So you could attract people who are going to give you what you deserve. But you can't attract those people unless you try to improve or tweak your playbook there. So tell me more about soul path. I keep saying pass. So we have the house card. That is your foundation. And did I mention that is some type of belief that you're living by that's kind of outdated with what the times is or what the moments have to offer? So you may be living by a tradition, by a rule, by a law that's no longer relevant or no longer serving you in this time frame of spring. So you may have to open your windows up, baby. You may have to clear out home, clean home. This may be something that you have to do in your house as well. Maybe you're too cluttered in home and it's cluttering your brain, or you're too stuffed up and you need to let some air in. You need to let natural light in as well. You're hoarding something here. Is it food? You may be eating the wrong things and it's messing with, it's blocking your intuition, or you're shutting out your intuition that's telling you, hey, this is a red flag. Nope, that's alarming. Oh my God, don't do that. You're blocking that out. So open your windows, shift some shit around, get some clean air into your system, possibly remove these people that's very emotionally unavailable or toxic. All right, you may need to move someone out of your house, someone that you still feel emotionally connected to, but this person may be someone that's using that against you. This could be you to yourself as well. So just take it how it resonates. Okay. Let me see what else I could get from that thing there. Yeah, so this may be having something to do with reputation. Like I said, you may have this reputation of very intense or intimidating, and it's kind of getting to you because you feel like you're pushing away the right people. But what you're doing, you're pushing away weak people. Stop trying to hold on to them people because you're stifling your own growth. Time to open the gate and let yourself out. Stop confining yourself. The fox. Oh my God. So there's some cunning energy. Again, I feel like you're holding on, or you're attached to people that are, it's like you're putting people that are bad for your health in positions, in high positions in your life. With the fox and the hen house in the back, you may be too proud to see that you're making a mistake. And it's almost like you are putting trust, or you are putting a lot of energy or hope or faith in people that are going to let you down. And this is something that you need to cope with, because it's some type of response or trauma response for the disconnection that you have with your own self. I keep getting that message. You're disconnected with your intensity or your true passions, and you're attached to people that are literally put in your life to let you down. They're put in your life to show you that you deserve better. You deserve to be treasured by positive individuals. You deserve to have a healthier lifestyle. But you're setting yourself up. I see an angel or a light code coming through here. 414. 414. Listen. Some of these light codes are very repetitive, so I do have them logged down, but at times I can't find them because it comes up so randomly. So if you hear me shifting papers, it's because I'm looking for the light code to get a little bit more detail on what the message is trying to come through here, but like usual, I can't find it. So do check out 414. I do know that's a light code. See if I have it here. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. Gosh, damn it. Don't. You know, like Homer. Don't. All right. So, yeah. So, again, it says focus on your own power. Simply breathe and focus on your own power and let others come to you. So, whoever decides to fall off because you're growing, because you're tweaking your playbook, your self-care, your self-love, they're not supposed to be there. And you're reaching a different level of respect for yourself that they can't come on. They're not allowed there, and they know it. These people may be even waiting for you to cut them the fuck off, because they know that they're not being, they know that they're not treating you well. This person may be very cunning, very sly. They have a way of surviving, or this may be your energy that you're in right now. It has a lot of pride. Somebody very proud of who they are. You may live close to a place where there's natural agriculture. You may live close to a creek or where there's running water. This is somewhere you need to be, or this is somewhere you need to go weekly, or you be there weekly, daily. You pass there, some type of water is running. It's like too much water, too much energy or emotions has been placed in this person, and you no longer need to put the time in. You need to practice. Okay, so you need to practice, or really focus on your own power instead of what this person is doing, because it's causing some type of misery, it's causing anguish, it's causing you to be emotionally confused. So again, this is a spread of what's going to return or revisit, or this is things that we have to deal with to move forward more smoothly in this spring, or this Mercury in Pisces. Tell me more about surrender your addictions here. Okay, wait. Something else happened here with the fox. Yeah. So this person may be very manipulative or very devious. They may have a very slippery or very they're very great at wordplay. They could persuade you or convince you that they'll do better, but it's not true. And it's like, I feel like you constantly have to press this person. And with the surrender to non-action, it's like, you did what you could. You did great. You did great. You did more than your share. And it's now time to, I keep hearing, practice self-care. You need to practice more healthier self-care alternatives. You're not seeing your worth. Okay. Because you're limiting yourself by staying disconnected by your true power. All right, tell me more about surrender to your addictions, please. Some of you, this person portrays themselves as an entrepreneur, or they're in your workplace, or you just have a healthy relationship with your coworkers, your employees, your employer. All right, so the compass or the guidance, what is this? the Compass card came out in reverse, almost like these addictions is what? These addictions has you lost. Whatever these addictions are, because if we go back to what the card Queen of My Own World says, it says, I set limits in my world. Inside, I am queen. Outside is lost. And this came up in the reverse. And let me tell you something. I pay close attention to my cards. I am very connected to all of my decks, and every motion or every motion my cards does, it's another puzzle piece to the bigger picture, right? So we have a lot of fours. You want stability, but you're not going to find stability in emotionally unavailable people, karmic attachments, toxic individual, very cunning, manipulative, have no problem being sly or dealings, have sly dealings. So your guidance is to surrender to your soul's path. Put these people in the right positions that they are. You need to treat these people accordingly to their own actions, not who you think they should be, not who they're telling you they are. Because by you trusting or having faith in these people, you're blocking yourself, and it's all a reflection of the disconnect or the limitation you're placing on yourself. That you feel that you're content or you feel like you're ruling, but you're not ruling. You're really lost. With the Compass card showing up, we have so what I'm seeing with the Compass, it could also mean that this may be your journey and you're kind of lost on your journey due to these addictions. And by finding healthier alternative, replacing those addictions or those bad habits, it takes 21 days to replace a habit. But it's like you have to practice. Maybe that's where the practice word keep coming up in my brain. You have to practice that new habit to replace the bad one, or else you fall right back into the bad habit. Subconsciously, you just automatically do it because you're programmed. You set into your beliefs or your ways. This could be somebody that you're cross watching for as well. This could be your energy. Again, take it how it resonates. It's just free game right now. Again, today is the first day of spring. We're in Mercury in Pisces, or Pisces in Mercury. So, you need to take, you need guidance, or you need the right direction here. You may be a traveler, or you may be an entrepreneur that travels a lot. So my eyes went to the west. So you may live, what is that? West? You may be a water sign, or this may have a lot to do with emotions or unavailable emotions within yourself, or limitation on emotions. You may be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, having issues, or you're lost about pain or releasing old habits or pain. This may have a lot to do with your emotional life. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have the owls. A lot of higher wisdom around this lesson. Seven of Diamonds. You are pausing, or you need to pause to see what could be done. A lot of improvements or opportunities of doing things differently is here, is presented to you. We have the owls wanting to come through. Maybe you need to balance your mind, body, and soul here. The Holy Trinity of balancing your mind, body, and soul. So you could gain some type of balance or a sense of direction. So you really need to have this energy check-in with yourself. You really need to check in with yourself. Maybe it's been a while since you really checked your energy or checked yourself, because you're so full of yourself. Could be with the Queen of My Own World. You so that rule and feel content that you think you're having things under control, but things are really controlling you. Take it how it resonates. Again, people, not all of the messages are going to fit. Again, if it's triggering you, it's part of your spiritual work. Some of you may have a little bit of anxiety, and this is a blockage or a limitation, or you deal with your anxieties by an addiction, some type of an addiction. Some of you may meet a friend that's very wise, or you're getting wise guidance with the owls, and it's going to help you with this soul path or this elevation and soul growth. but you have to step back and look at the options here, or you really need to have a bird's eye view, step away from the situation to get a more insight on the bigger picture. Okay, let's bust down the tarot and see if we could have any key players here. I hope you guys are enjoying the readings thus far. It's rambling. I'm rambling or giving out some free game right now. All right, so, beloved, we are ready. Beloved, what are the key characters here? Thank you. We have the Two of Swords. We have Angel of Light code 122. You may want to look that up for additional information as well. And 242 as well. So you're on the fence. You're sitting on the fence about really surrendering to your soul's path, really surrendering to new experiences. Why are you on the fence? Something about your intuition is clouded. Okay, so you're letting outside influences or other people's obligations or circumstances cause procrastination. Some of you say fuck love, fuck emotions. We have the Eight of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, wanting to walk away from an emotional situation that's not beneficial anymore. Some of you may feel like guilty for abandoning someone, or somebody's telling you you're abandoning the situation. Some of you know if you let go and walk away that there's more obstacles, or you're just afraid of the unknown. So you're sitting on the fence of walking away from someone that you emotionally invested in. But this person may be very cunning and sly. And you know it. Some of you know it, and you may be attracted to it. Or you're too proud to admit that you were wrong about this person. Tell me more. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands could be a fire sign. This could be a Leo. Sorry. This could be an Aries energy. So it's like step into that Aries energy of wanting to be a traveler. It's time to go. Some of you, it's time to go, and you know it. It's time to leave out of your bubble, out of your kingdom, and go out there and conquer more. Something is waiting out there for you. You may feel something pulling on you. A song is coming through, but it's like playing in the background here. So yeah, you may be having this ancestral wisdom, because I really associate the hours with ancestral wisdom as well. So again, you may be having this nudging or this edgy feeling that you should try new things or have a healthier way of doing things, but you're blocking it. Like I said, you could be, your body or your intuition could be telling you, nope, that's a red flag. Don't try that. That's alarming. Holy shit, you crazy. So your spirit guides may be looking at you, frowning upon you, this peasant. And you're like blocking it out because of pride, of being wrong. Some of you are it's like freedom or some type of abundance is on the horizon, but you have to get there. You have to go. You have to trust that this is part of your soul journey. This could be a fear of losing. A lot of procrastination. You overstayed your welcome. Or this person has this effect on you. You don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. With the compass card coming up in reverse. I don't know what to do. I have all of these emotions. I put in a lot of emotions or energies just to leave. But there's something more. And you should be happy about your choices that you made. Be proud of the choices that you made, regardless if these people took advantage of you or you're having pride about the pain that you suffered. But it's part of your growth. It's part of your growth. Some of you are having a chance to travel or work in some type of team, but you're kind of like up in the air about what to do. Three of Swords. We have 3-3. Actually, we have 3-3-3. Now, in a more positive aspect, it's telling me that your ascended masters are working with you. Like I said, you have guidance, your intuition, your higher self, your ancestral wisdom is hey. 3 3, it's a master number as well. You have the ability to create what you want. You have it in you. What are you afraid of? That you get lost. You're afraid to follow the drumbeat of your heart. Oh, I just heard Pocahontas. Some of you may be Native American, or you practice Native American rituals. I heard que matura, you will understand. Let it break upon you like the waves upon the sand. Que matura, you will understand. Some of you are getting a lot of ancestral guidance or wisdom, and you're sitting on the fence about it. You don't want to leave someone behind, but you know what they do. They tell you, let me persuade you to trust them, but they let you down, and they put you in this 9 of clubs energy where you're very cautious. Or you have to watch them or watch yourself. Don't tell me you're walking around like eggshells around these people. Tell me more about 8 of Cups. The 8 of Wands. So we have double digits, 8 8. Now this could talk about your psychic or your psyche. Some of you are getting psychic attacks, or your ancestors, your spirit team is not playing with you. They hitting you with all type of nudges or intuitive nudges. Some of you, the 8 of Wands could talk about moving quickly, or you may need to move swiftly. Some of you may need to sneak away with the fox. Why? Why are you sneaking away? Or you feel like you're going to sneak away? Or you're just going to just take the opportunity to travel and not tell anybody? Some of you with the 8 of Wands, this is a lot of passionate energy, or it could be a lot of creative energy coming in all at once, and it's giving you anxieties. Yeah, it's like the pace of what's happening is causing anxieties. Or you feel like you have to jump or make some kind of swift change, and it's causing anxieties. You have to swiftly take this trip. I don't know. And you're on the fence about it. 6 of Swords energy, wanting to move away. Somebody's moving on, or you have to move on. Okay, so you have to find a new beginning elsewhere, or a new place to stay. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords. I just heard, how am I going to get there? 6 of Swords came out again. Thank you, beloved. I wasn't trying to trick anyone. Beloved said I try to trick them by not pulling out the 6 of Swords. I was not. I was just making sure that you said to move on. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups. Then I mentioned Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. This is all about emotions. We have the Magician to the bottom. Magician energy could be Aries, Virgo, Gemini. So you have what it takes. With the Magician, you have what it takes to do this. I mentioned that before because we got confirmation that your ascended masters are working with you. You have the skills, you have the ability. Somebody's manipulating someone here because of their love for them. They know that you like peace, you like a peace of mind, and you may be an individual that walks around on eggshells, not to deserve the peace, but it's something festering with the queen of my own world. Something is festering in someone here. It could be this magician energy. Maybe you have all of this magician, this manifestation energy that's very intense, and you're afraid to tap into it because it's like you don't want to get lost, or you don't want to jump off the ship and sink or drown. I don't know what to do. I keep hearing I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get there. And it's nothing about money. Hey, I don't see anything about money being an issue. Because with the Magician card showing up here, you have what it takes to cut away these people that's not too positive or not treasuring you, honey. You have the wisdom. You have the intellect. You have the resources, because this is Seven of Pentacles. This is that card, the Seven of Pentacles, where that person is like leaning on the stick, on the whole tool, the garden tool, and they're looking at what's been grown here. So maybe you're really analyzing the situation again, and something is not growing or something is not satisfying you, because something is failing because of these people or these things in your life that's you putting too much stock in the wrong things and the wrong people, and it's time for you to leave. I heard before I overstayed my welcome. So maybe this spring or this Pisces and Mercury energy is going to give you what you need to finally leap off. This may happen very quick, or when you leave or when you surrender unhealthy relationships, things are going to rapidly change for you. But if you're sitting on the fence on procrastination because of heartbreak, because of regret, keeping yourself limited and isolated, you're blocking out your intuition. A lot of purples showing up here. Purples could talk about blocking your spiritual power, because I feel like that's what's happening. You feel like you're content. You feel like you're in control of somebody that's manipulative or somebody that's emotionally unavailable, because you're disconnected from your true self, your manifestation energy. You're disconnected, you're blocking it, and this is an ongoing cycle. This is some type of karmic cycle that you need to break, and this is all going to come back, or this is going to be the situation in this spring season. Unblock your heart chakra, or trust the heart guidance that you're getting. If you're in this Queen of Cups energy, you're very intuitive too, but you're blocking it because you love someone here. You blocking it because you're trying to see the greatness or the potential in somebody that's showing you the reality of themselves, and you need to treat this person accordingly. Have the confidence to do that, baby. You're not lost. You're not going to be lost without these monsters. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's how it feels when somebody's intentionally trying to hurt you or manipulate you, or they put you in an energy where you feel like you can't really express who you are because it might cause some type of conflict or separation. They're teaching you to stay disconnected from yourself, my love. They're teaching you to stay disconnected from yourself. Let me see if I have something else I had to add to that. I be channeling messages all day round, yo. So, yeah. This person may even be an enemy that's causing or putting you in this disconnect of your truth. They may know how powerful you are, and they're doing things to manipulate or to provoke your limits. So we have 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands telling me it's going to be a swift change when you walk away. You're going to be open more to opportunities, even in the financial department, or more success. But you have to be willing to put in that work and leave. You have to be willing to start a new beginning elsewhere. Some of you may be traveling somewhere else in the world, and this is going to be your new beginning, but you're sitting on the fence about doing that. I'm looking around. All right, yeah. Okay, so I just got God's love creates blessings. Your faith determines the scheduling. So your faith in the ethers, in your soul guidance, in your ancestral wisdom guidance as well, it's determining the schedule of when you're going to receive these blessings. But you can't receive them if you're keeping yourself in bubbled up in a kingdom that you're not really ruling, because you have a lot of foxes in the hen house. So even though you may be the hen that's controlling your money, your place, is like you're putting people in your life, in your home, in your energy, that has the power to take from you or sneak stuff away from you, and then show up very unavailable or toxic towards you. So you're providing everything for someone, and they're ungrateful, or they're trying to make you feel okay. So some of you may be providing a place to live, or you're giving someone a place to stay, things to eat. You're taking care of someone that doesn't care because they didn't work for anything. So they sneak around, or they're very sly, or they're very persuasive in the bad things that they're doing, or they just have a really clever excuse for why they're not showing up or why they're not improving. And you may be addicted to this cycle. But it's like dull, it's like very sad energy with the Three of Swords, heartbroken and sorrow. So the conclusion here is, if you decide to walk away, or if you gain that strength, is no matter what comes out here, when it's time for a person to move on, they will. You can't force anybody to move on and leave a situation. When they get ready, they will. So no matter how much good guidance you have, the signs, the synchronicities, your ancestors as kind of communicate with you, it's only going to happen when you take that first step. But you're in that manifestations energy. You have the tools, you have the skills. You just need to pull the power. You need to tap into that magician or that manifestation energy and be confident that you're going to make the right choice with the Three of Wands. Or it's a good choice to take this opportunity. Anyway, let's get one more card. Let's get a card from The Universe Has Your Back. Yeah, you need to go where you're celebrated. You need to go where you're appreciated. Again, this message, this whole spread is not going to resonate with each and every one of you. Not all of the messages that's coming up here is not going to resonate. So don't try to make it fit. If it does, great. Go and big up yourself in the comment box. Let me know. Leave your testimony. Let's keep these free, amazing readings going. Hats off to my silent followers that shoots me emails. I love it. I love it. I love it. Big up to all the fellow tarot readers, the tarot community. How you doing? So somebody's in search for stability, achievements, rewards that reflect the person that you are. Some of you know that you're good and you have what it takes and you make shit happen, but you're holding on to people that they don't care because you're disconnected from yourself. And they know, these people that are pulling these fast ones on you and manipulating you, they know that you're not connected with yourself, because if you were, you wouldn't have been fucking with them, and they know it. They know they're not positive. They know they're not treasuring you. They know that you need to let them go too. But you're procrastinating and cutting that shit out. And they know they're hurting you. They know that they hurt you. This person could even walk off when you try to explain about your emotions. They're like, damn, you and all these emotions. Why are you so sensitive? And that's causing you to shut down that area of yourself. But you need that area. You need that passion. You need that emotional stability or even reassurance to be who you need to be, to have those great experiences that you so deserve, because you deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. All right, beloved, let's get some more cards. And you see how beloved got that Six of Swords to pop right back out. All right, what is the closing card here, beloved? Let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Now, I'm definitely getting that this card is from you to you. You have to let go of the shadow of your past by seeing yourself for the first time with the eyes of love. This is about self-love. This is about self-care, and this is about self-worth. You need to wipe the eye boogers out of your third eye chakra. You need to balance that third eye chakra. You need to balance your solar plex, which is your confidence, which is the knowing that you have what it takes to create this life that you want. You have all the tools, you have the wisdom, you have the intellect, you're very sensitive as well. You may even have the imagination to do what you got to do, but you got to wipe the eye boogers from your third eye chakra. So you have to let go of the past. All right, so we're gonna read some type of daily inspiration. So what I do is I don't read page to page in none of my books that I have, especially when it comes to poems or even self-care books. I just meditate. Sometimes I like to put my hand on the book just to give it my energies. I like to rub my hand, generate that heat, that energy in my body, and then I place it there and I just open a page. And at times it adds extra confirmation, and at times it pulls your mind, it teases your mind to think more deeply. So here we go. All right, 33 more threes. Yeah, more threes, you guys. Interesting. It says, throughout mindfulness, you will find that you have even more reasons to be happy than you thought. Didn't I tell you? You're going to make a choice that's going to make you happy. Three of Wands, energy. I just heard you're worth it. You're deserving. You're worthy of love. Maybe you need to say some heart chakra affirmations. I honor how I feel. Queen of Cups. I honor how I feel, and I'm deserving of love and to be loved because I am lovable. Because you have this intensity in you. I picked that up from the Queen of my own world. So you're definitely a queen, but you're dealing with foxes, snakes, roosters. These are all very prideful and very cunning animals. They do have very positive lessons to teach as well, but in this spread, in this combination, especially paired with unhealthy relationships, these people are placed in your path for them to trigger those sides that you're being limited or disconnected from, those shadow aspects of the past of yourself that you really need to move on from. With the Eight of Cups, you really need to abandon that because you overstayed your welcome by holding on to the shadows of the past, and you're attracting people, or you're getting attached to people that reflect that shadow of the past. Maybe in the past you was abandoned. Maybe your parents did not give you enough time you felt like you deserve, but that does not have to stop you or keep you in a cycle that you're picking the same type of experiences. You got what I'm talking? So yeah, I just keep hearing you're worth it, you're worth it, you're worthy. So you need to like give that shit up. And it's like I said, no matter how many confirmations, no matter how many advice or heartfelt advice, it's up to the person to really let go and move on when they're ready. So I'm going to repeat that. It says, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. You need to see yourself with love. You're lovable, you're loved, and you deserve love. Queen of Cups, whoever you may be. And this don't have to stay at Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This is just the energies around in this springtime. This Pisces and Mercury that's going to extend to April 11th. All right, so try to come out of your own way. Practice or focus on the power of self and let those that are on the same frequency come to you. You may need to exercise passionate patience or actively wait. So while you work on yourself, be open or receptive to new experiences. That's going to help promote that growth, because you have a lot of bitterness, a lot of regret, a lot of sorrow that's keeping you in this procrastination. Somebody has you walking on eggshells, or you're waiting for them to make a move. But this person is living their life, and their life is full of sly games. So you need to update or tweak your playbook. All right, let them know that you're the master, you're the manifester of your life, especially your emotional life, because I picked that up with the compass, that it was west for water signs. One more time, 33. We do have a lot of threes. I did mention 333 in the more light aspects is about your ascended masters, your angels, the divine, the almighty is working with you to help you get where you need to go. But in the more lower aspect or darker aspect would be you're too critical around affairs that has to do with stability. And I did mention a lot of fours going on here. So this stability may be a routine, it may be predictable, but it's not doing anything for your emotional life. So it says through mindfulness, so pay attention to your thoughts, your negative thoughts, all right? Try to flush those shit out, because it's shadows of the past that's keeping you from doing the right thing for yourself. Through mindfulness, you will find that you have even more reasons to be happy than you thought. Be proud of yourself, sugar. Sugar baby. All right, so I hope that that was some type of insightful information for you. Go and big up yourself. If it resonates, leave that testimony. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's keep these free amazing readings going. And thank you all to new subscribers. You're helping the Hourglass community, this channel, to flourish, and I'm enjoying it. You put me on a new level of motivation. It inspires me to come out here and bang out with the things I have to say, the things that I'm channeling, the things that I see in my day-to-day life. Somebody's going to resonate. Somebody needs to hear it. You get what I'm talking? So yeah, I'll catch you guys in another video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.